He is the former Erie County Sheriff, but he still works for the county. And tonight there are questions over how often he has actually been on the job so far in 2022. Records show that he's called in sick more often than he's actually worked, but he's still making plenty of overtime.
Well, tonight our Claudine Ewing explains as she holds people in power accountable.
Former Erie County Sheriff Tim Howard is now the Town of Wales supervisor, but he also has another gig, a part-time commitments clerk in the sheriff's office. Some of his duties include maintaining inmates' files and calculating time to be served. But a Buffalo News review of Howard's job shows he hasn't worked much since taking the job this year. Based on the newspaper report, we put together a calendar that shows Howard called in sick the majority of the month, but he did work Bills games on January 2nd, 9th, and 15th on overtime through the sheriff's office. Look closely. He worked a game, then called off sick for 5 days. The cycle continued the following week. He told the Buffalo News that on the 14th that he was isolating after testing positive for COVID, yet he worked the Bills game the next day. Erie County legislator Howard Johnson chairs the Public Safety Committee. He says what the former sheriff has done does not violate any policies that he can tell, but in his words,
it doesn't pass the smell test. It doesn't look right. On his face, this doesn't look right. It looked like that, yes, he called in sick, but he was able to work at, Bills games and things of that nature.
Is there anything that the legislature wants to do or can do?
Well, I think that we will ask for those documents. We'll review those documents. If there's a violation, we'll call them in we'll call the sheriff and his administration in to have that conversation.
I reached out to Tim Howard at his office in Wales. I haven't heard back. Claudine Ewing, Channel 2 News.